Hello, ladies and gents. Aka here. So, we want to take a quick look at the latest Siege General introduced into the game, Christina. Now, Christina is looking, pretty good, except for one issue, which we're going to get into later. But first, just wanted to let you guys know that the channel has an Aptoid code running this weekend. Now, I know there's not much to spend on this weekend except for maybe you're trying to do something with your premium duty generals, or maybe you're trying to get a red sub, or just trying to do some general things in your keep. Either way, if you are planning on spending this event, consider using the channel code, save yourselves a bit on that. Alrighty, now let's take a look at Christina. So, we have her here. Base stats, everything looks good, okay? Now, her main skill, she gets 50% attack, 50% defense, and 40% HP. And she's when leading the army to attack, okay? So that's cool. Now, for her specialties. When you put all the specialties together, Christina comes out with 75% attack, 55% defense, and 45% HP. Right, now we move on to her ascension. And when you put everything in the ascension together, she gets 75% attack, 70% defense, and 50% HP. Okay, now, all those stats put together, Christina comes out with a total of 200% attack, 175% defense, and 135% HP. Okay, now you don't even need to think too much about it. You know that when you see a general whose stats are entering 200, you know it's a big deal. Okay, now let's compare Christina to some of the other top generals that we have. All right, so these are the fine gentlemen that we are comparing Christina with, and objectively speaking, you can see that she is doing better on the stats. Okay, my opinion, and looking at this, I'm pretty much sure it's going to be your opinion as well. Christina is the best on the stats for Siege General in the game. So that's awesome for her. However, she's got a problem. March size. Here are the march sizes that each of these generals get. And you're looking at it, no, it's not a typo. Okay? That is how much of a difference that Christina has on the march size compared to other generals. Now, if this were any other troop type, ground, mounted, range, this one is probably a deal breaker. But for siege, and I'm going to qualify this with, in my opinion, I don't think it's as much of a deal breaker. Okay? And there's a whole dynamic between which is more important for siege, march size or rally size, those kind of things. But my general opinion is that for siege, march size is not as important as it is for the other troop types. So feel free to drop a comment below and we'll argue it out. All right, now we move to her covenant. And these are the three generals that she needs for her covenant, which it's kind of interesting that Evony is giving Gustavo some new relevance in this game right now, because it's been a really long time since I've seen this dude. But anyway, those are the generals that she needs. In her covenant, it's okay, nothing too crazy. If you do get Christina, you'll want to do it because you want the march size right at the very bottom there. But all in all, covenant it's meh, okay? It's just there. All right, now in terms of her compatibility, and in this case we're talking about skill books, Christina can take all the siege skill books in the game. So that's siege attack, defense, HP, range bonus, you name it, she can take it. All right, so she's perfectly good on that front. Now, if we're talking about her compatibility with other generals, I don't have Christina, so I wasn't able to do like a very comprehensive check. But from the ones that I was able to look at through a friend, Christina is compatible with Edward Teach. Okay, so that's cool. In addition, she's also compatible with Zuka. All right, so that's fine. However, unfortunately, she's not compatible with Palace. So for everyone that uses Palace, yeah, this is a no-go. In addition to that, she's also not compatible with Gunther. Okay? This one, I think, is a bigger bummer for some people. However, there is good news. Christina is compatible with Mu Kunying, which is cool, and she's compatible with Stephen II. Okay? So, like I said, not an exhaustive check, but these are the generals I was able to check her comparisons with. If you know of any prominent other combinations for Christina, please feel free to drop them down in the comments. All right. Now, we want to take a look at Christina as an assistant, okay? And these are the stats that she has as an assistant when compared with the other generals. Now, as you can see, even as an assistant, she is doing very well, okay? From the stats perspective alone, she's looking like the best. However, you have that March size thing there to contend with, okay? So that's a consideration that you're going to have to take into account when you're deciding if and how you want to use Christina. All right, so with that all being said, Christina is an awesome general, okay? She's great. However, she's got that issue with the March size, which some would argue precludes her from being the outright best general in the game right now. But depending on your perspective and how important that you think March size is for your siege march, Christina is a good general. However, I would want to make this caveat when I'm giving the recommendation for Christina. And that is, if you plan on using Christina, you must, in my opinion, they say must, you must pair her with a general that has decent march size. Whether you're using her as the main general or you're using her as the assistant, whichever general you're pairing Christina with must have significant march size to make up for the shortcoming that she has in the march size department. Okay? So what you get is like some kind of, siege fusion kind of cuisine going on there. All right? You must pair Christina with a decent march size general. If you do that and you're using Christina, I think you'll be all good. So, if you're interested in seeing other siege general combinations, then you can check out this video here where we compare more siege generals to give you more variety for your choice. That's it for me, guys. Wishing you a great weekend and a happy SVS. Aka signing out.